Welcome back or welcome to the channel. If this is your first time checking in here, my name is Austin. I got my buddy RJ here today, and I have set up a double blind for RJ. There is a theme or something I'm trying to kind of figure out. RJ doesn't know what it is, doesn't know what's in the blind. I know what's in the blind. We're going to be drinking the same thing in the same order. I don't know what the order is, though. So blind for me, double blind for him.
I'm guessing we're drinking whiskey.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a pretty good guess. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so. It helps me out a lot. Just gave away a sample of birthday bourbons. I don't know when this will come out, with how long that would have been, but probably within the last few weeks. So get subscribed because that's part of the requisites to winning a sample. I think we've covered our
covered the bases.
Yeah, our obligatory YouTube YouTube statements.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah. Okay, so we have 4 samples here. We're gonna start with A. Okay. And after we run through these, we'll take a break. We will get our orders and then we'll come back. Ooh.
That's rich.
That's very rich. There's a little bit of a nuttiness on it. A little bit.
There's a little bit. It smells actually fairly high proof. There's
like a dark caramel to it.
Yeah, but there's also a little woodiness in there.
Yeah, there's definitely oak influence. Like a rick house kind of woodiness.
And a little bit of chocolate. Like almost not dark chocolate, like a milk chocolate.
Yeah, I was gonna say what I was picking up was that like dark caramel chocolate, definitely like rick house. And then some of that like nuttiness a little bit.
I actually get one of those, I forget the brand name, but there's like a good Easter candy that has a milk chocolate with caramel inside of it. And I can't think of the name.
Like a Cadbury egg?
Not quite. Oh, maybe it's Cadbury? It's not an egg, obviously. Yeah, I guess it could be one of the Cadbury eggs.
All right, this almost has a dusty note to it.
A little bit of Rick House funk in there, yeah.
And like bourbon of yesteryear, like that dusty note.
Okay.
A little bit.
I'm getting that.
I like that. That like thickness to it.
Thick.
2 C's. Man, I could keep smelling this one. This one smells great. That's good. That's really good. A lot of the notes on the nose translate, I would say.
Some of them. I got a lot of ethanol on the nose. I do not get that on the palate at all.
I was gonna say the opposite.
Really?
To me, this drink's warmer than I would have expected.
You got a little tiny bit of a Kentucky hug going down, but the ethanol that I was smelling on the nose, it's also allergy season, so it's I may not be getting all the notes that I should be, but yeah, I still get the ethanol on the nose, and I do not get that on the palate.
I get the dark caramel. I get the chocolate. I get like corn, like a cornbread kind of. And I think that's similar to like the nuttiness I was getting.
Yep. Like a Jiffy corn mix kind of cornbread, yeah.
And then that like Rick House.
That's very good.
Funk. Yeah, that's really nice.
Yep.
Has a lot of spice to it. Like I would say barrel spice, not necessarily baking spice, not like allspice, not cinnamon,
not nutmeg,
but like a barrel spice.
Yeah, something like that.
It's very char-y. I like that a lot.
I'm not sure if I get the char, but okay.
I'm not getting much like fruit or citrus.
No.
Or like
no
like floral note.
It's not jammy.
Yeah. Ooh.
This is like
we're on to B. Oh, were you still on A?
Or you're on B, okay.
No, go ahead. Finish your.
I was just looking at it. It's not really like the dark fruits. It doesn't really give me like a lot of Buffalo Trace vibes because it's like Buffalo Trace. Typically, you go into those deep dark fruits and all that. This I don't really get that very much. It seems like it's just almost a quintessential bourbon, but a much older quintessential bourbon than what we went through. Okay, you're on B.
Yeah.
Oh.
B has some of that same notes, but it's jammy. It's dark fruit, stewed fruit.
This reminds me of your pirate barrels, your pirate bottles.
Hmm.
Almost a Heaven Hill nuttiness in there. Ooh.
I get that funk note, that dusty funk.
Yeah, it seems like it's an old juice.
Yeah.
Man, that smells good.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that nuttiness that comes through. I don't get a whole lot else. A little bit of caramel.
That's really good. That's really, really good.
That caramel explodes on the palate.
Yeah.
A lot of oakiness, a lot of caramel. Ooh, that's good. That one feels higher proof than A was, for sure.
Spice for days.
Yep, spice on the finish. The finish is still going.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of leads me to the higher proof it thought
I'm
would be as well.
I'm hunting for some like fruit notes in there.
I still get that nuttiness. Overall, it's just that I'm just getting Heaven Hill vibes off of it, but and Heaven Hill nuttiness is way different than the Jim Beam nuttiness. Like Jim Beam's that peanut right off the bat. Heaven Hill is like a walnut or something else. This
I say that about wild turkey. I get like a walnut.
okay, yeah.
That's pretty.
A little bacon spice on the nose as well now too.
Mm-hmm.
Now that it's opened up.
Well, what I can tell you is these are not gonna suck.
They don't already.
Ooh. Whew. Okay.
On to C.
Okay. C is
Ooh,
more
left turn.
Mm-hmm.
This is the fruits.
Yeah, for sure.
This smells much brighter than the other two. The other two are deeper, darker. This one smells a little floral. Grapey.
It's pretty light on the palate comparatively.
The grape explodes on the palate. A lot of oak on the finish. It's like a medium finish. It's not like a super long finish, but this one's really good.
Yeah. There's a little bit of chocolate. I am getting a little bit of a red fruit in there.
Yeah. I got that heavy on the nose. The red fruit and the floralness on the nose. Those notes were pretty profound.
There's something different than the first two on
Yeah.
the finish that I'm trying to lock down, which
Yeah.
I'm having trouble with, but it definitely has a drying chocolate oak on the finish. And not like, I don't know the way to describe it. Not full on like lumber. You go into Home Depot or whatever, but something, a little bit of like a lighter oak to it, I would say. That's interesting. Maybe some vanilla.
There's a light vanilla note in there. What this reminds me of, and it's a very weird thing, I like to make like charcuterie boards in wood. It reminds me of the wood dust smell.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of what that is. It's basically like wood dust.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very strange smell to try and go out there and describe, but if you've smelled a lot of wood dust in your time, this is pretty much on the money.
Oh, D is dark.
D for dark. Whoa.
Chocolate for sure.
Do you get very weird note? Smoked meats?
A little bit.
Like that, maybe the smokiness from the barbecue or whatever that.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's got a real smokiness in me there. That's
Yeah, I can see what you're saying. The palate's interesting.
almost like a grape bubble yum. Very oaky. That's got to be old. Very drying on the finish. That one, that's my favorite so far.
Think so?
That's my favorite so far.
That's
Oh man, that's good. Finish is still going on.
mm-hmm.
Clearly a higher proof. The nose, I can't get away from that nose. That smoked meat. It reminds me of this time we used to have this little white dog, and he went out there. My dad got a smoker when I was a kid, and
you smoked the dog?
No, no, not quite. But it had the exhaust coming out the bottom. It was weird. It was like it would exhaust out and the dog just came out and just sniffed it, and he came in with just a pure black face. White dog with a black face. It was hilarious. It kind of brings me back to like that.
Yeah.
That one. That's very good. You want to go back through them?
Yeah. Okay, so we'll be right back with our rankings and then the review. Okay, we're back. After some back and forth ranking and trying to figure it out, that was actually more difficult than maybe I anticipated it.
I agree.
And then I was having some gastrointestinal issues, which was definitely put a delay on this. But let's start. So my last place, I have C. What do you have?
I had A, so I think we're probably interchangeable there.
You have last place A? Oh, okay. You're going this way, and I'm going this way.
left or right. We just did opposites.
Okay, we're not too far off.
I don't think so.
Okay, we'll start with your order.
Okay.
Your last place, my third place.
I went with A. So that one was... What is that? That's got to be a joke. You want me to grab it?
RJ's last place, my third place, Russell's Reserve 15.
Whiskey of the year last year, garbage. Take it out.
Interesting.
That's insane.
That is shocking to me. I thought that would have come in... Well, we'll see.
So, do you think it's because of the fill of the bottle? I mean, the fill level of the bottle, if you can see it, it's pretty low. So I'm wondering if that's because maybe it's just so oxygenated now. That to me is interesting because that does not drink like Russel'S 15.
No, it does coming back to it. Like that last sip, knowing what it is, that like date, plum, stewed fruits,
cherry
is coming up on the finish. But for whatever reason, in that first blind, it didn't.
It tastes so much better when you know what you're drinking.
It does. It did not. It did not show itself.
That's interesting
in the blind, but it did now. Okay.
That's crazy to me. I'm kind of blown away by that. I'm not gonna lie.
I have a place where I thought it would have scored, and that was not it. That's for sure. Okay, so my last place, your
third place.
Don't look out because I'll pull it out. So is C.
C. Yep. C to me was very floral. Sorry, I'll do that one. Let me grab it.
2024 Four Roses LE.
Wow. Okay, so the floral makes sense. So to me, I got that floral note right off the bat. It was very floral.
Yep.
It drank a little bit lighter. I'm blown away by how good these are, and they're not.
Yeah, and the proof on the Russel'S 15 is 117.2 proof, and the proof on this one is 108.2. So that's why it drank lighter, I think, because it's a little bit lower in proof. But the floral note, what I noted was there was like a vanilla cream thing to it, and then the finish had this like almost bitter dry oak. And I got that on last year's Four Roses LE, the 130.
25 year in there,
Yeah, but this still has like 20. I mean, it's all negligible.
Old juice,
But it's also mixed with like 10, 12, 15, 14.
Right. So it's probably 5% 20 year,
But when I reviewed this bottle, I was surprised how similar in profile it was with last year's, because I thought it was going to be a lot different.
Right.
So that kind of bitter oak thing on the finish doesn't really surprise me now after having reviewed it
and knowing what it is
weeks ago or months ago at this point.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay, so my second place and your first place, I have D as second place.
Okay.
And you have B as second place?
Yep, I have B as second place and D as first place for me. Let's go
okay. We'll go with
your order. We always go with your order. Let's go with yours.
Yeah, we mix it up.
Okay.
I think we'll go with yours.
Okay.
So, my first place, RJ's second place. Don't look.
B. B can second.
My hidden box here.
I knew it. I knew it. Which batch was this?
Batch 12.
It's batch 12. It's I cannot believe I ranked this second. This is one of the greatest things I've ever drank, and I ranked it second.
Yeah.
I
ranked it first. Anyone who knows me on a personal level knows.
Yep.
I think I'm probably like the Pirate Bottle ambassador of Sacramento.
It's got me into it for sure. Yeah.
Batch 12, 136 proof is one of my all-time favorites.
It smells so good, especially now that I know what it is.
I'll say this particular bottle, when trying it, tasted different than the other 2 or 3 that I've finished by now. This one had a lower fill level, so I think maybe that has something to do with it. It made it taste a little bit different. But yeah, on that I wrote, dusty, funky oak. It almost has like a cognac or brandy kind of thing with it too.
I said it's. I've got that nuttiness, that Elijah Craig nuttiness, man. That smells like it. It has that all the way through it. And I even said it reminds me of one of your Pirate bottles.
You did.
Oh my God, that's so good.
You did. So that leaves my second place, which is, it surprised me where it came. Your first place is
JD 14. Okay,
Jack Daniel's 14.
That's insane. That's the first time I've had this, so I have not had JD 14 yet.
Mm-hmm.
Did you just buy that?
No, I picked it up a few days ago. I haven't opened it or tried it or anything like that.
That's incredible.
So this is my first time trying it. I wrote in your face, but it was kind of like drying on the finish.
Okay.
Very chocolate heavy. And then there's that like corn flakes, cornbread note to it.
Mix,
And I think that was like the Jack Daniel's nuttiness.
But I didn't get any banana at all.
Mm-mm.
I mean, I guess in the 10 and 12, I really don't get a lot of banana anyway. But man, that is, for anything to top an Elijah Craig barrel for me is incredible.
And this, I mean,
that's insane.
The vanilla on there too is really nice. It's great.
It really is good.
Man. Whew. So as I blend these up, I'll tell you what the theme was.
Oh, it's like a sin to blend Elijah Craig with anything else, but
that's okay. This one was the weird fill level. It'll be all right. If anything, we made the Four Roses much better. So the theme was current or semi-current, with the Pirate Bottle being the outlier.
Sure.
That was like the wrench that I wanted to throw in there.
The heavy hitters.
High age stated barrel proof LE.
Okay.
So Russel'S 15, high age statement barrel proof LE, obviously. Four Roses every year. People a lot of times will say it's probably your best value in the limited releases. And then JD 14 that everyone's going crazy for right now. And then the other kind of caveat to this was bottles that you can get with this proof, this age statement, that are around the $400 to $500, because you can get a bottle of the Pirate Bottle right now, probably for the same price, maybe less than what you can get the JD 14 for.
Don't tell people about this. We're just gonna put this away and hide it for a little while.
I think the secret's out on the Pirate Bottles.
I think he's already revealed the secrets on those.
But so that was the theme. I'm surprised that you did not put that first.
It was close, but that JD 14, I got that weird smoked meats thing, and maybe it brought me back to my childhood. I don't know what it is. Something about that JD 14. You even mentioned it on the car ride home. Have you tried it yet? Oh, man, that is good stuff.
That came up organically. Yeah. I was not priming him for that. How did that come up?
I don't even remember.
That came up organically. It wasn't like I was asking him, hey, well, we were driving to the store and something came up, some samples I'm getting delivered and some other things, and somehow Jack 14 came up. I think they were hitting our area recently, so I asked them. We were talking about that, like if they come in or
if it was available yet, and I haven't had it.
If it's come in yet or anything like that. So I definitely wasn't like leading that with this blind.
Have you tried the mix?
Not yet. Our ratios are probably off because I had a lot of Four Roses left.
I'm sure. Yeah, this is.
But yeah, so for me, the King reigns supreme. Nothing will beat my Pirate Bottle.
Batch 12.
Mm-hmm. Batch 8 on any given day could win.
Is that your root beer one?
That's batch 10.
Okay, gotcha.
8 has that too. Batch 10 is the 138.8. Batch 8 is 139.8.
Close to hazmat, and that's why everybody made a big deal out of it.
Okay. Not so much about that one. People will pay more for batch 11, which is 139.4 than they will for 12, but 12 wipes the floor.
12 is the best thing I've probably ever had.
What would be interesting would be like if we did a 8, 10, and 12 blind.
Okay.
Because I think you'd be surprised.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah.
Okay.
So the King Ring Supreme, this is one of my all-time favorites, even though this one has a little bit of an off profile. I fully anticipated Russel'S 15 to come in second, and it just didn't. The JD 14 really just had more punch and showed through more so. But
I am blown away that Russel'S 15 ranked that low.
Yeah.
Absolutely blown away. It's a delicious pour. And especially over the Four Roses. The Four Roses, usually I don't like lean towards those Four
That's
Roses.
shocking that you put that above it.
Yeah. That's interesting.
I had a strong, my order, what I would have predicted would have been Pirate Bottle, Russel'S, Jack Daniels, Four Roses. That would have been what I would have expected. But I guess I was pretty close with Pirate, JD, then Russel'S. But the Russel'S for JD swap was pretty surprising.
And the mix would have come in probably second.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not better than Pirate Barrel, and it's definitely not better than 14.
Yeah. Okay. With all that, I think we rambled enough. Let's wrap it up. As always, Bourbon Experience is all about good pours and great times with whoever with wisdom and to be enjoyed, so crack those balls. Cheers. Oh, that blend.